We are live.
We are the creators of the Stu Beat Showcase, and we bring to you
the Beat Club podcast,
where producers are heard.
The best place to hear new beat makers from around the globe.
Here we keep it real about the music.
Keep these beats or we cut them. Simple and plain. With the help of our special guests and listeners worldwide.
If you wish to join our Beat Club Podcast community, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Beat Club Podcast.
And join our private producer group on Facebook by searching
the Stu:*Beat Club.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. What's poppin', everybody? How's everybody doing today? It's your boy D Loops, aka Do It All Loops, and I'm here with my boy
AV. Was good.
Motivate Mariners on his way, I believe, as usual. Yeah, but we're the creators of Stu Beat Showcase, man. We bring you the Beat Club podcast where producers are heard. And I don't know if you can see down there, man. We got our special guest in the building. REKS is in the building right now. Can we clap it up, please?
What's up?
What's poppin', King? How are you, family?
All is blessed. Thanks for taking the time with me. Love what y'all are doing, man. Happy to be involved, man.
Thank you. He got the good energy over there. He got the sage burning and everything.
Yeah. Y'all can see that right there.
It's official. So anybody with the bad beats, man, y'all keep those that way. We got good energy, good beats, good vibes over here. We don't need that over here today, man. It is what it is, man. But let me go around and see how everybody's doing. AV, man, what's popping with you, bro?
Can't complain, man. I mean, you know, we in these COVID times, but just staying leveled right now.
That's what it is. How's the music going with you?
Good. Yeah. Matter of fact, that cover art, man. I like what you did, bro.
Are we moving?
Word, bless. Appreciate it. It's doing well, the album, you know what I'm saying? And like, yo, thank you. Like I'm super excited about it, you know? Like I love the response so far, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I feel like we still getting started.
It's been good so far.
It's been great, you know what I'm saying? All I could ask for, man, in terms of like, you know, from peers to like you know, some of the GOATs out there, like and you know what's being portrayed out there, social media and in front of fans or what have you. Really the fam, I don't even want to say fans, you know what I'm saying? But like, you know, the love has been genuine, and I'm super excited because I put a lot of effort into making this album what it is.
Yeah. Well, like I wanted to tell you, and I could tell you now, man, the album's fire, bro. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm not one of those people that like, you know, riding folks pause, but I haven't really heard too many of your projects in its entirety before. Like sat down and really digested one, and I sat down and listened to this one, and this shit made me stop cooking my breakfast, bro. And I sat down and I was like, ooh, I just like all the knowledge, the vibes, the just the perspective, you know, like it's a little more in depth when it just comes to hip hop when it comes to you, and I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? I appreciate those words. That's beautiful, and really that's what it was meant to be. Like, you know, something very personal, but at the same time very enlightening, and it just is parallel to like where my life is headed and you know where my village is headed. So a lot of that is just a representation of what's going on in the world. You know, I smile more. I know COVID's going on. There's a lot of wild things going on in the world, but you know, when you dig internal, you're able to like, you know, kind of manifest. Oh, fire. Man, what's popping with you, bro? You good over there?
Peace. What's going on, y'all?
Bless up, King.
We good, fam. Man, you in the A still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man.
So you right. That's my home away from home right there.
Oh yeah, in Atlanta?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We in Florida right now. But and we in Florida for a year. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you see that.
You see how he put the palm tree in the frame for you. You know
you can see the pool. You can see the pool back there. So we like, yo, we in the Florida wave. We here for a year, and then we headed to Georgia.
Been there for a year. You like what? You like kicking it there for a year?
Yeah. We staying down here for a year. My oldest son, he's graduating. He's in his final year. Headed to college. So we on that wave. You know. Word. Beautiful. Indeed.
That's good.
Young King grown. Hopefully we'll get him on these beats. These beats soon. He be lacing the beats now himself.
Oh You got your little one. I'm not even a little one, but he puts in the beat work and as well.
Yeah,
as
he
rapping.
putting in that beat work right now. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's dope, family. That's dope. Well, man, we're gonna talk more about the album, talk more about what you're doing as well. I just want to make sure Marin is good down there. I can't tell if you just smiling or if you frozen, bro. You good? You chilling?
I'm good. I'm good.
You good.
Am I choppy?
Cool. Making sure. Nah. You just like standing in one place. Yeah. I couldn't tell to see what was good, man.
He in the zen.
Yeah, definitely, family.
I got some Casamigos today.
Oh, you drinking today? Yo, you know what? I was gonna make a mixed drink today, but I remember last time we had Short Fuse on the show, and I think I was drinking some drink, and REKS stopped by, right? You remember this? REKS stopped by the show, and I was trying to drink my drink, and I was like, you want something? She's like, nah, we don't drink none of that mix. We drink everything straight up.
Yeah.
So I got my Remy straight up, bro. It ain't no ice, ain't no nothing. It's just straight up Remy, bro.
Yeah, we do scotch mostly out here, man. You know,
I'm all out of scotch, fam.
Yeah. Nah, but it's beautiful. That's beautiful. Get your wavy on. That's love.
Word. And shout out to all the producers right now. RC, I see you, man. Kelsey, I see you. I'm always bad with people's government names, man. Who is that again, AV? I'm always bad with people's governments when it comes to their producer name. I don't want to shout the wrong producer name.
Oh man, that's Bootleg.
Bootleg, man. What's popping with you, bro?
We got to get on him too. He said he quit or something, man. We can't let him quit.
You never quit, man. You never quit, man. Speaking of never quitting, I mean, what REKS? You're like, is this your 12th album?
This is album number 12. That don't include like any mixtapes or like any collaborations. You know, I got my crew M Diesel like for a long period of time, long time collaborators, Lucky Dice and She Knox, and we got a full album done. It's been a long time coming, so we super excited about that one. But like, yeah, album number 12 for me as a solo artist. Yeah.
Damn, REKS stays like an album ahead all the time, man. I watched an interview with you like 2 years ago, and you dropped the song that you dropped on this project. You know what I mean? So
I'll be ahead of the curve. A lot of people think because of connection to like what's going on in 2020 that like this album was prepared this year, but like, you know, there's been a culmination of the past couple of years or like just things going on. But this is where my vibrations have been leaning over the past few years with health and wellness and just the way my life has changed, you know.
So for a person that writes so much, like why does it take you this long to come this long or a couple of years to come up with a full solid project? Is that just you being like meticulous, or is it just how the process is?
I wouldn't say it's always like that. Sometimes, you know, we had little pockets of like, you know, albums coming back to back to back. Like, you know, 2012 is a while back, but like, you know, I dropped 2 albums that year. And then, you know, following that period of time, I just had, you know, projects coming as they came. It's not so much just being meticulous. I am meticulous about it. I'm a fast writer. And so, you know, it's not about that. Me wanting to put it out quickly and I don't want to say it's me being meticulous either. You know what I'm saying? It's just more so whatever the vibration is right. That's when we putting the project out. That's when we focus on getting the material to the people. So the time is right now. You know, it's the perfect time.
Bang. Well, with all that, man, it sounds like it's the perfect time to get into some beats as well. So, fellas, y'all ready to listen to some vibes, man?
Yeah, let's go, man.
All right, let's see what's good right now, man. All right.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, y'all. What we do here at the Beat Club Podcast is we have a place called thebeatclubpodcast.com where producers can go and upload their beats right now. They can upload their beats actually 24/7, and we take a listen to them on the show for the first time ever. Not just with us, but our people on Facebook, our people on YouTube, and we're now on Twitch. Shout out to Avi for putting that together. But yeah, so you guys can also be a part of the conversation. Let us know, would you keep or cut the beats, offer feedback, because we're all about constructive criticism and growing as a community. And if you're wondering, hey, in the future, how do I become a part of this? beatclubpodcast.com, where you can upload your MP3s, no waves whatsoever, and you can get on the podcast and be heard. Just make sure you keep the whack shit at home. We want good vibes over here, all right? Outside of that, man, we just gonna listen to some beats. Hopefully it's a good vibe. We got people in Florida right now. We got people in the A right now. We in Boston right now. Like, there's all types of vibes right now. So we're gonna see what's good. And RC, I made the intro and everything, man. So thank you. Thank you.
So,
but AV, man, who's first person on the chopping block today, bro?
All right, first up, we got Anna How to Beat speaker with Feel This Way.
All right, cool. We're going to take a listen right now on the Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
I think REKS got some bars already for it.
Really got on it with the upper bass. With the upper bass. With the loud. With the beat. With the vibe.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk about this one. You guys let us know, would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm going to go around the room and talk to the bros right now to see if we're going to keep it or cut it. Marin, man. What's the A? What was this sounding like down there? Sounding good?
That's an easy keep it, man. Easy keep it. Easy keep it. I mean, I think we felt the energy as soon as it dropped. It was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And REKS was giving us some cadences in the background to help us.
Yeah. That's how I find out. That's how I find out if it worked for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do my version of the mumble rap. You know what I mean?
I can clearly hear you on this, bro. Like, this sounds like something that you could work with. So
definitely in my bag, in my pocket. I like that right there.
All right, so is that a keep it?
Definitely a keep it for me. Definitely a keep it for me.
All right, AV, man, you agreeing?
Yeah, that's an easy keep, bro. I think this is one of my favorite well-produced records from Anna How to Beat speaker, especially for like an artist. Like, it just sounded perfect, bro.
Facts. It's between this beat and the 420 joint.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna throw it out there, bro. It sounds like unanimous. We're gonna throw it out there.
Keep it.
Great way to start the show.
How you start the show.
Yeah.
AV, let's get something else next, man. We might have like REKS' whole new album just planned out for him right now. In this
look at that. How that worked out.
All right.
What we got?
Next up, we got Brown Jewel Beats with Mobbin.
This is a newbie?
I think so.
From Wisconsin?
Yeah, I don't remember that name. I could be wrong though.
All right, we're gonna take a listen right now to Beat Club podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's talk about this one. Let us know, would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm gonna go around the room and see what's good. And I'm gonna start off with AV, man. What's the word on this, bro?
I thought it was cool, but it didn't really move me too much. So it's too early to do a safe keep it. I'm gonna cut it.
Nah, cool. I'm gonna go to REKS, man. REKS, what's the word on this one?
So to be honest, like when it started off, I was expecting a lot more. Like the energy, it was drawing me in from the beginning, and then kind of like it lagged off a little bit, there were certain parts of the drum pattern that didn't really like bowl well for me. Like I thought could have been cleaned up a little bit. But you know, I mean, I definitely I can see that going somewhere. But if I'm gonna have to go with keep it or cut it, I'm gonna have to cut it.
There you go. All right, motivate Marin, man. What's the word, bro?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all in agreement. Like, I think it has a lot of dope elements, but it needs to be cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just needs to be clean. I think the sample was dope. Like the sample, the way it was chopped and arranged, I think that's ready to go. I did like somebody said, the grit in the bass line. I thought the grittiness in the bass line was dope as well, but I thought that it needed to be played out and programmed better. You know what I'm saying? Like, this had potential to be like heavy, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of missed the mark. So like Avi, I can't throw the safety out there, so I gotta cut it.
Too early, bro.
Too early.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought it was cool. I didn't necessarily agree with the vocals being played throughout the whole entire track. I actually enjoyed when the vocals left and I can actually enjoy the bass line just a little bit. I felt like it was a little overdone at times. There were some really great moments and other moments were kind of like, I could do without. But overall, decent potential, but we're not going to do potential today, so I'm going to cut it with the crew as well. So it sounds like that's a unanimous cut it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cut it.
We'll get one more, bro. We get one more. Just, who we got next, Avi?
Next up, we got Sig Swayze with Smurg.
Oh, here's one of those situations with the metadata. Okay, gotcha.
You got it?
yeah, it's completely different. This shit's called toothpaste. We're gonna take a listen to it right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, B Club, let's talk about this one. Let's go around the room and see what's good with the bros on this one. Marin, man, how'd you feel about this?
I think this is another joint, just like the last one. A lot of potential. There was definitely something about it that I did like. It was smooth, but it just needed some progression. You know what I'm saying? It needed to progress, and yeah, it just needed more like things built around it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. A little bit of change up would have helped this out just a little bit, just progression. But it was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounded like the audio bed for something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the music you hear when you shopping in certain stores and shit like that.
But that's a cut it though, right?
It's a cut it though.
Rex, what's the word on this one, bro?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling this one too tough. To be honest, it was you know, it was a little generic for me. Mm-hmm. Like I hear a lot of things in that and kind of in that bag, and that one just didn't bode well for me, so I'm gonna cut it.
All right, Avi, man, you feel any different?
Nah, I'm with the wave with everybody else, man.
Same here, bro. Sounds like it's gonna be a
cut it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put them on ice real quick. You gotta burn more sage for us, Rex. Gotta burn more sage for us.
Yeah, I think I think the sage need. Queen, can you burn some sage, please?
Put it next to the phone.
We burn the sage. Yo, you know what? It's funny is the sage wasn't burning in the last two. It's for real. The sage wasn't burning in the last two.
Oh man!
Oh, that's crazy. He said, "Burn some more sage."
Just asking, man.
Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, maybe we get the vibrations back.
We can get that back, family. So let me ask you this: out of all the songs, and I mean, I don't want to ask the artist to dissect the album, but I'm gonna ask you right now: all the songs, what is the song that you feel as though is the one that kind of sets the tone for the album?
I mean, I feel the first record does. Like it's interesting because like It's a very emotional album, and the first song is emotional driven in terms of like my family unit, you know, and a lot of records play out that way throughout the album. But when you do the vinyl is a little bit different. It's kind of structured a little bit stripped down, so you have the sound be a little more quality driven and not as many songs on the record. And so the second record sets off the vinyl, and I feel that gives it a whole different energy. So those first two records kind of do two different versions of where the album goes throughout the album. I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a little more energy to the second record. The title track, a little more energy driven. You know what I'm saying? It's more like just bars. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know, our people in the plight. You know what I'm saying? What we chase.
Yeah, for me, White House is like that. I mean, the timing of that record, and I think that sums up the record for me. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard it and then hearing the album, I'm like, that's that one where it's like, because it has the energy, like, you know what I'm saying? It got sort of the energy of the trap sound. You know what I'm saying? Like sound,
yeah.
But it's still boom bap. You know what I'm saying? It still got those elements. How'd you connect with Drugs beats? Because we rock with Drugs. We've had him on the show. He gave you some incredible heat. How did that happen?
So Drugs, man, we had been building for a while now, and my man G Huff out in Ohio was the first one to kind of introduce me to him, and like, you know, tie us into you know, kind of networking. And we was always building about doing something. And like, for me, timing is everything. Like, you know, Short Fuse, for example, y'all know, and like, you know, it took a long time for me to link up with Short Fuse, but when we did, it was like natural magic for us to do stuff consistently together. And I feel that's the same thing with Drugs. It was just all about the time of when we were gonna work, because he's phenomenal at what he does. And I didn't want to not link with him and do him justice. I wanted to make sure he was a major part of the sound bed of this project.
Yes.
You know, I want his sound. Like, I have other producers who I feel that way. I feel I like to construct albums and like get like 4 or 5. Like with Greatest X, the brother Audible Doctor, he had the most joints on the record, and he kind of like painted a kind of balance for the sound bed of the whole project. So I wanted that with that same kind of energy with Drugs.
Yeah, it shows on this project, man. He's crazy, man. He's crazy. He's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've landed a lot of joints with a lot of amazing producers. Is there a producer on your list that you haven't connected with yet that you like, you know what? He's in my sights?
There's too many. There are definitely too many. You know, and me and Mark been talking about doing a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And like Mark is like, of late, I've finally like got into the boat of like, okay, now I need you for this. So like I got Mark in the, like, I wanna work with Mark, you know what I'm saying? And like like in terms of from our neighborhood, Explicit One is another brother like that, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like I want to work with, who I haven't worked with, like on my projects. Like I've done some stuff in passing, and I you know, Mark and I have done things in passing, but I want to do like sit and create with these brothers. And then like, you know, there's brothers like Diamond D is another dude who like I don't care when it is. That's one thing that like is in the back of my mind. It's like if this one happens, I'm gonna be super set. You know what I mean? Like he's one of those dudes who like, you know, he's marquee, man.
Yeah.
Anyone from DITC, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Now he's still solid too, man. The Dime Piece project, he's not fucking around. Like
he's like and he get in both bags. So like his brothers, I think I have a gravitation towards cats like Mark and Diamond and Evidence who rhyme too. And you know what I'm saying? They super nice with the rhyming. I think that's a leg up for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they like, you know, they kind of know a little more what an artist really needs. So I think they know how to put that sound bed together a lot better.
Speaking of which, have you still been exploring like production on your own? Yo, because I know you was making beats at one point.
He said that with a smile on his face, fam. He got some fire.
Absolutely. But like, I'm not trying to compete. Like, I'm doing it for fun. You know what I mean? Because I don't put myself in the bag of being nice enough to like be displaying certain things, especially with the blessings I've received over the years as far as production. I don't want to do that art a disservice, man. Like I don't want to be like the cats who like they buy a DJ kit and they be like, yo, I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't want to do all that. I'm behind the scenes, quiet storming. I'm brewing, but like I'm perfecting that aspect, you know.
Dope.
Before I even display it. And then, you know what I mean? Like I like, I'm not going to toot my own horn with rhyming, but like I put a lot into my art as far as an MC. So I hold myself to a specific standard. So I'm not going to like just put no production out. Yeah. Cats always hit me up like, yo, give me a beat. I'm like, you do not want my beats, bro. Stop asking me for beats.
Yeah, now Rex make the rapping look easy. I had a question for you in regards to, like, I asked Edo this question and I asked Term this question. Of course, I know Term has family, but what's your blueprint for independence as an artist? Because you've been an independent artist this whole time. Shout out to the people you connected with, Brick Records, etc. But you've been doing this independently pretty much the whole entire time, and you've been able to have a career, man. Take care of your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And really put in the work. So what's your blueprint? How would you lay it out? Say if it was five steps, 5 bullet points as to how you navigate as an independent artist.
Day one, don't listen to any naysayers. That's the first and foremost. Don't listen to anybody who would like tell you like the path that you're reaching for is unattainable or not possible. Secondly, and very importantly, I would tell individuals to make sure that you learn all the aspects of the business. Like, don't just learn how to don't just focus on being in the booth and practicing your skill set as an MC or even as a producer or whatever aspect you're in. Learn the management aspect, the promotion aspect. Every aspect is imperative for you to know. Be very mindful of staying in contact with different people you network with. Whenever I traveled overseas or wherever I would tour in the States, I always made sure I kept numbers. I kept good relationships with individuals, be it in Georgia, be it in Switzerland, be it in Germany, be it in Cuba, wherever I've traveled. I made sure that I maintain relationships with individuals all across the world. And then also I would just say just be committed to like doing it like more than 100%. Make sure that your focus is driven for this and not like in the crib playing video games and thinking that you're gonna like be successful at what you're trying to be successful at. Individuals, if you're gonna get out of it what you put into it, like you really got to put those hours in and pay those dues and be dedicated to this craft full-heartedly. And don't be afraid. I mean, and another thing, and this is a major thing for me, I learned a lot from my son, and I learned a lot from the youth. The youth can put you on to so much more than you give them credit for. And a lot of cats, they because like, especially us older heads, what I'm saying? We OG'd out, so it's difficult a lot of times for cats to listen, but it's important to listen to the people that ain't really checking for you automatically. You know what I'm saying? And figure out why. You know what I mean? And be able to like, take that constructive criticism and see how you can navigate a little better. And that's been a very valuable one for me, learning from the youth, man. And I can say that way a lot of people, not just the youth, but like, a lot of people don't give credit to the females in hip hop. Like, there's so many aspects of individuals you can reach out to who have so much knowledge. I sharpen my sword off my queen all the time. She's very intelligent and she's capable of teaching me a lot, and I learn a lot from her. And a lot of my growth comes from like things that I've learned from her. You know.
That's dope.
Shouts to the queen, man. Shouts to the queen. The queen philosophically.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ain't much you can say to that. You just gotta clap it up. Straight up, man. We're gonna hop back into some beats, man. Oh wait, what? Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. But we're gonna hop back into some beats. We had to ice them, for a second. We got some new sage burning, some new vibes going. All right, so so Avy, man. Who we got next, man?
Very good vibrations.
We got the good brother right on time too. He just joined the chat. D. Professor with Bittersweet.
See how Sage works, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a listen right now on the B Club podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Is the speaker around?
Yeah, that sound good, don't it? Good, don't it?
Like to set it up if it works. You know, yeah. That's Sage.
That's that Sage.
Yeah. Ooh, that Sage brought that energy back. Yeah. Sage.
Club, we got to talk about this one. Let us know, would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? We got to see if we're going to keep or cut it before REKS makes another album to it. So,
this is shit right here.
Yo, it's a unanimous keep it, man.
It is, right?
Yeah, he ain't none of these. Yeah, he's got to let more speak for us, man.
Yeah, it's a unanimous keep it. Yo, that's one of them joints, though, like, that shit made me just think about, like, my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was thinking about, like, the fondest memories of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
truck and shit like that. And, like,
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see that.
Yeah. That shit was crazy.
That
was super fire. I like that a lot.
Sage hitting.
Yeah, that Sage hit. Ooh, I like that.
Oh man, let's throw it out there, bros.
Keep it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna see what's good. That was good vibes.
Wait, who was that producer again? My bad.
D. Professor. You got to connect with him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotta definitely that, and that first producer too. You know what I mean? Like I like the vibrations. Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I write them down for you, bro. I got you.
Yeah.
That was good. That
good. One right there. That one right there was seasoned though.
Yeah.
That's so
that was seasoned.
We'll see how this plays out. It could be another Beat of the Week nomination, but we still early in the show.
Yeah, we be hating on D-Dot. But
okay.
Yeah, he knocks out like a Beat of the Week like at least twice or 3 times a month, man. Like, what did they say on the show? He just comes on here to embarrass people.
Yeah.
D-Dot, man, nothing but love, bro. Who we got next, Avy?
Next up, we got Don Cody Got Slaps, and this is called Curious.
All right, cool. We're gonna take a listen right now on the B Club podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
Do you mind giving me a cup for some Glen?
The Beat Club.
B Club, let's talk about this one. Let us know in the comments. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm gonna go around the room and see what's good with the bros. I'm gonna start off with Avi, man. What's the word on this one?
It's a typical trap joint, but for some reason I was moved by it. So I'm gonna keep it.
All right. Marin, man, with the beard grab, bro. I don't know. What's the word?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it, but it was cool though. It gave me like Bay Area vibes. You know what I'm saying? It felt like the Bay. You know. So I don't know. It was one of those joints where like depending on like what artist was on it, like I might rock with it. You know what I'm saying? But as is listening to the beat, I was kind of, you know, it didn't really move me. So cut it.
All right, we'll go to Rex, man. Rex, what's the word on this one, bro?
Yeah, this one didn't move me that much either, man. I like, especially with the last joint that just rocked out. I need the ante to be up. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna have to cut that one. You know, it wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't bad. I think, you know, like I could see, you know, spit something on it and then feel how I feel. It might feel different or something like that. But like, yeah, it didn't really draw me in or make me say, yo, I gotta keep this joint.
All right. So wait, is that 3 cut-its? Or was that one?
Nah, AV kept it.
AV kept it. It didn't really move me much, to keep it a buck. It was decent beat, but it didn't move me much, and it didn't really I didn't really sense much identity in it. You know, it didn't really stand out amongst the ones that we've heard already. So it was just cool, and I'm a cut cool. So that's 3 cut-its, 1 keep. AV Island.
Cut it.
Fellas, 1 sec. Is it possible? I want to see if I could put these on my speaker real quick. Let me know if it affects it. If not, I'll just turn it. I'll throw the headphones right back on. But let me just try that real quick, just to see if because I think I want to hear them joints a little harder.
Yep. Well, while that's happening, AV, man, hopefully we got a beat that's fucking bumping coming up next. Anybody? Who we got? They rep hometown though.
Name. There's no name of the beat, but their name is Indoors Beats.
Okay.
From Lawrence.
From Lawtown.
I'm gonna see what's good. Hopefully Rex got the speaker popping for this one. We're gonna see what's popping.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? So, what was the name again?
Indoors Beats.
Oh, okay.
You heard of them before?
Nah, I haven't.
All right.
They been inside.
All right, let's go. So we're gonna take a listen right now to B Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club.
Club, it's that time. Let's talk about it. Let us know. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm gonna go around the room and see what's good. I'm gonna start with Rex, man. Rex.
Long time, all right. So I really did like this. I really did like this beat. I would like to hear some more vibrations happening in the beat. Mm-hmm. But I don't. That's not enough for me to say I want to cut it. Honestly, the mood was real dope for me, so I'm gonna keep that one.
Ooh, there we go.
I think the mood set it off.
Motivate, man. What's the word? You feeling any different?
First off, Rex just biased because he's from Lawrence.
I was thinking that. Right?
He ain't cutting home team on the He ain't doing that.
He in Florida, but he ain't doing that.
But I'm gonna keep it as well too, because like what this beat definitely had was it left enough space for the artist, but it still had progression. It progressed. And, you know, I heard like a dope story, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was hearing in my mind, like the right artist on this, and it's a go as is. My only critique that I thought that I didn't like the hi-hats. The hi-hats like were like a little like stiff sounding to me. Like, I don't know, it just needed a little more swing. It needed a little more soul. It was a little rigid on the drums, but other than that, it's a decent beat. I'll rock with it, so I'll keep it.
All right, AV, man, what's the word?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it as well, bro. I ain't really got much to say about it. I just like all the elements in the beat. Like the sounds they used were dope. So, and they sprinkled them in at the right time. So I was like, okay, this is dope, man.
Yeah, man. I'm on anything that sounds like a little dark but got like a little bop to it. I'm usually biased, and this worked for me, so I'm keeping it as well. So it sounds like a unanimous. We throwing it out there.
Keep it.
AV, man. One more, bro. One more before the sage burns out. What's up?
Side note. Yeah. And Ahada said that beats yours, Rex. That was the first one.
I like that. Word.
We'll send you the link.
Appreciate that.
And then make it happen from there. See what happens when you send it to the Beat Club podcast? Ooh.
I had to hit the sage again.
I need a sage sound. What is? All I have is a horn.
That works.
This works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I need a sage. Whatever. We're gonna make it work. Who we got next, bro? I need one more, bro. Good vibes right now.
All right, the next one's a collab. We got Kelsey and Sean Hibbler, and I guess it's called B-Side Sessions.
Are they both?
And it's to keep it.
To keep it. You think so? All right. I'm gonna take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. Sounds like Marin's prediction is right. That's that.
The Beat Club.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk about this one. You guys let us know, would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? While Rex is probably working on his third track. On his 14th project. I'm gonna go to AV, man.
Beat of the week nomination.
You throwing it out there?
I'm throwing it out.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
He's throwing it out there. That's a Beat of the Week nomination right there from Marin, which means he's already keeping it. AV, man, how you feeling?
Come on, bro.
Is anybody cutting this?
Come on.
I'm gonna go to Rex. I'm gonna go to Rex.
That joint phenomenal. Nah, we good.
We good?
Yeah, we good.
All right, that all translates to
Keep it.
And then you said that was a collabo?
Yeah, so that's Kelsey.
And
Kelsey.
Yo, with collabs, them joints gotta be fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta catch a vibe off that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't catching no fire off a collab, then I don't understand what y'all are doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know what you guys are working, what you doing. Like, both of y'all can't make no heat together. Come on, man.
So speaking on collabs, what is a collab with Rex like? Is it something where you got to be in the studio with the person, you good doing a verse, and then sending it to a person? Like, how does that work?
I prefer it that way, as I'm sure everybody does, with this new age era, and especially the feature game is a lot of my income, the way I like earn my money off this art. So like with that, it's not always possible to be in a lab with certain artists, producers or MCs. But like, yes, I prefer for the most part to be in a lab with most individuals. In a large portion of the album, this new album was like that. There were just a few records where it was kind of impossible. Yeah.
What was one of your favorite collab experiences from making things?
So the Pharaoh thing for me is like that's a landmark thing for me because I mean I grew up listening to Organized Confusion and like I mean I remember going to Playground Records in Lawrence and picking up vinyls when I didn't even have turntables, and I was just having them just as a collector, and that was one that Stress the Extension Agenda was one of my like all-time favorites, from the artwork to the artist. And like just who Pharaoh was when he first opened his mouth. The moment I heard Pharaoh, I was like, yo, this dude is just in another galaxy with the way he spits. So I was blessed like to know that like this brother listens to my music, not just as a passing individual, but as a fan of my art as well. So to get that appreciation from one of the cats that I idolized coming up, that being able to do that record was really landmark and groundbreaking for me, man.
Yeah,
dope, man.
Pharaoh's incredible, bro.
Yeah, he's in another stratosphere, man.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: what went into the title, the thing, the hunger inside never gets satisfied? Was that just something that came to you, or there's a deeper meaning to that?
It actually has a deeper meaning because I'm a big fan of George Carlin as an artist. Like as his comedy. It was something so incredible because the cats like Paul Mooney and Dave Chappelle, and individuals who don't only approach it from a comedy standpoint, but from an education and a social commentary standpoint. And George Carlin, he had this one bit that he did called Stuff, and it made me start to think about the things that we hold on to and we value so hard in our lives that are just meaningless. And I had to make a parallel with what was going on with my life and what still is going on in my transition and my transcendence, to be able to be like, look, I have to have something like what George Carlin was speaking. And I love acronyms. You know what I'm saying? I do acronyms all the time, from my name to like records across my career. And like, so I didn't want to do an album called Stuff that just was trash. So like, things was like something that's like, yo, that's kind of dope. It's real generalized and simple, but the simplicity I thought was dope.
Dope. And
so that's like what it came. The hunger inside never gets satisfied.
Dope.
Yeah.
And what producers have you worked with on this actual project, just so we can throw them out there, man? Because you got some names.
So this album, I reconnected with my brother Static Selector, and I did a few joints with Evidence. He was another major player, along with Drug Beats, and like the sound bed. Like he did a few joints, and I feel like me and Evidence are creating a chemistry. The same thing goes for like Apollo Brown, who I got a few joints with on the record. Marco Polo did a couple of things. My brother John Glass was very instrumental in like not just producing the intro, but helping me with like where the album was going sonically. Like he had a major role in listening and bouncing ideas and us talking through a lot of things. And Short Fuse is on it. My brother Andre X, who is just an incredible artist all around, not just on a producer level, on a rapper level, on a singer level. He does all the graph work for the joints that we're putting out, like on a daily basis, just like adding commentary to what the album's about. There's a brother by the name of Me Fucks who he's doing a lot of work right now with Flea Lord. And yeah, the name is crazy. yeah, his name is foul. But I always tell her that name is wild. But it's like more of a funny thing. But that's their thing. Anyways, like his he did a lot of work with Flea Lord and Conway and like some of the Griselda cats. So like he did the outro to the album, which was really dope. And I believe. And then my brother G Wiz. I almost forgot G Wiz. G Wiz is incredible. And he did the Education record, which is really dope. And G Wiz and I got a lot of work coming together. He's another one of those dudes who like super incredible, super slept on, and like it's just timing. It's just about the timing to be able to get your thing. So we got the first one off. We bust off our first flip. We're gonna keep it going. I mean,
That's dope. And how do producers get to you, or do you kind of seek them out? Like, is there an email or something that producers use to reach out to you, or is it something where you're kind of like on the web looking for beats? How does that work?
My email's open. A lot of cats reach out to me. I'm more than willing to like listen to cats material if they send me things. But my email kind of flooded with beats. So sometimes I gotta take a pause and break. So I don't really go too far seeking out joints. And I gotta say, like, I forgot Knots. Oh my god, because Knots is one dude who he's like one of my favorite producers in the world. So he'll be fine when we forget it. He is absolutely one of my favorite producers alive, man. And he's one of the only people who I'll go to his page and I'll just sit there and listen to all his stories. Because Nas is like just the GOAT. You know what I mean? He's incredible at what he does. So like I'll just sit there and if I'm just vibing, I'll just go and listen to Nas's page and be inspired and just love it.
How'd that happen though? How did that whole situation come about?
I met the first time Knots and I worked together was inorganic. It was like a connection through static, reaching out. And then like we met up at South by Southwest, and we built a personal vibration, which is always the best. And then like from that's when like I was reaching out to him a lot more, and he started working on a lot of different projects. And moving forward, Nas is always gonna be involved, bro.
That's good shit. That's awesome. That's awesome, fam. Avi, man, we gotta get into some more beats, bro. This is the balance. We got good balance going on right now. I'm getting good information, good beats. Who we got next, bro?
Next up we got DJ Leo Rivera with The Hustle.
All right, from Texas. All right, cool. Let's take a listen right now on the Beat Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. Now's that time. You guys let us know, would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm going to go around the room and see what's good with the bros. And right now I'm going to start off with REKS. What's the word on this one, bro?
So, I mean, I like this one. I like this one. I like the vibes of it. Again, I would like to hear more going on. Like, I think it could have some more pieces to it, some like climactic pieces that would like kind of lend it more energy. But as a template, like I really like it. I was vibing with it a lot, and I could hear a few people on it probably, more southern trapper rappers or something of that nature. I definitely would spit on something like that. I rap on a few joints like that I haven't released in the past, and I think I'm gonna do a little more stuff like that. So I definitely would keep it.
All right, motivate.
Yeah, I'm on the fence. Like I mean, the main thing for me, I think it was the drums that were lacking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think I'm gonna just say cut it. I was leaning towards the safe keep it, but I'm gonna just cut it. I think the music is dope. I think the music, those strings are dope, but the drums just seem kind of light and stock sounding, and so that's why I'll just cut it. I'm gonna just go with my gut and cut it.
All right. So we got one keep, one cut. People saying movie score off the rip, movie or TV placement. Avi, man, how you feeling about it?
I gotta cut it. I'm with Marin. The drums weren't doing enough for me. Like you could barely even hear the kick. The kick gotta like punch through a little bit more. So maybe it was a mixing issue, but the overall vibe was cool though.
We got people saying drums is stiff. I kind of felt like I wish the strings were brighter. I felt like they were cool, but I wish they were like just a little more bright on like the mids to high range, just a little bit, make it a little more brighter for me. But besides that, it was all right. I'm gonna cut it as well though. So that is 3 cut it's and 1 keep.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, Rex is already in Florida, so he's near the island. We're gonna put him on Rex Island real quick, man. By yourself.
Yeah.
Let's get another one, bro.
All right. Next up, we got Max Kane with Wild Rap.
He's been on fire lately, by the way. Yeah. All right, we're gonna take a listen to it right now on the Be Cool Podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
B Club, now's that time. You guys let us know, would you keep it, would you cut it? Do you hear someone special? I'm gonna go around the room and see what's good with the bros, and I'm gonna start with Motivate Marin, man. What's the word, bro?
Yeah, I'll keep that. I'll keep that. I mean, I think it could have used a little bit more things to make it a little exciting here and there. But overall, it was just a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? I could hear any of my favorite MCs just spit into that. So yeah, it was cool, man. I like the bop. I like the drums. Nice bass line. Let's go.
I said keep it. All right. AV, man, what's the word?
Yeah, easy, keep it. This dude's dope, man. He knows what he's doing.
All right. See, Rex, man, how you feeling over there? What's the word, bro?
For me, it was dope vibe. It was a good vibe, just like the last one for me. Like it gave me a mood. So like I definitely rock with it.
All right. So
I keep it.
Cool. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it just because I felt as though there was some great stuff there, and I wish there was just some progression. I think out of all the beats that we've heard from Max Kane, this had a low amount of progression, if any, whatsoever. But the drums were very, very infectious. But it's just something I wanted that I didn't get. Doesn't mean that it wasn't dope. You still execute it, but I'm just hating the day. You getting kept anyways, bro. Loop silent.
Keep it. Yo, Melly, ignore that last message I just sent to you. I thought I was sending that to my homie. You know he just hit me up like, yo, what's good? I'm like, yo, Peace doing this interview. I didn't want you to see Peace, I'm doing this interview and be like, what's wrong with this dude, Rex, man?
All good.
You know what I mean? Your names just like parallel to each other. That's all that was.
All good. Yo, Rex, man, talk about, like, I've never had a conversation with you about, like, exactly like how you even like started, you know what I'm saying? Like coming out of Lawrence and like what your journey was. Like, were you like born and raised in Lawrence first off?
Yeah. Okay. So like, I wasn't born in Lawrence. I was actually born in Methuen. Methuen is a town right next to Lawrence. But like, it's basically I just went to that hospital. So like, I was basically born and raised in Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've only lived in Lawrence. I mean, it's just I went to you know what I'm saying? I don't got no certificate that say Lawrence.
How'd you start? Yeah, how'd you break through like into the music scene? Period. Like when you start taking this period.
I ended up very early on when I went to UMass Amherst for college, and while I was out at Amherst, I met some of my early teams. A brother from this group that became the Soul Searchers, who produced my first album by the name of, we called him Magoo. Daniel McGuire and his brother Justin McGuire made all my first production. and Lucky Dice was the first MC that I met out there. That was my first sharpening buddy. You know what I mean? Like really, like I was honing my skills in Lawrence on the streets of Lawrence with certain cats, but I really honed my skills with Dice. Like Dice was like the sharpest cat out. They was telling him about me. I was people were telling me about him. So we just would go out and like just cipher for like hours upon hours to the morning. Having class the next day, I would be ciphering with his brother. And from that, we started forming a little team called Generation X. And that crew consisted of us, the production group I was talking about, got to Boston, and we met. I met up with Chi Knox, and that little nucleus, along with Kiki Breathe Life, for those who know, super dope female MC. She was part of the team, and we was just on the streets beasting together. I left Amherst that one year, went to Boston, got on 88.9 with Fax 1, and it was it for me. I was struck, and I wasn't going nowhere else. So I didn't even go back to Lawrence. I stayed in Boston from that point on, and I was just anywhere there was a cipher, anywhere there was a show, I was there, man. And I was super hungry. And that's how everything just kind of transpired for me, like the link from coming from Lawrence and it ended up in Boston.
What year was that? What year did you like come to Boston?
I came to Boston in '97.
Okay.
97, because like I went to Amherst in '96, and then like '96, '97, I was there. That summer I came to Boston, and I was there. I was in Boston from that point on, back and forth to Lawrence later on. But like I spent a sizable amount of years in Boston, and just making sure like I was wherever the music was at, from the Western Front to like Bill's Bar to like obviously the Middle East, church. That's later on, but like you've been instrumental in so many cast careers out in Boston and Massachusetts in general. And like church was the major foundation for us, and platform for us. And cats like you, I'm thinking back, like Governor P. Governor P was like a major mainstay on the early years before Leeds, before everybody else. P was just putting in massive work for a lot of cats, and he gave me a lot of my first shows. And thinking back, I was young and not even deserving $1, and he was putting money in my pocket to do shows. I remember that. Like, he was always making sure brothers, like a lot of times I would hear bad stories, and I never let like what people's message about another individual make my description of them, or like the message ain't gonna proceed like how I interact. There's so many people that in this walks of life where other people just had bad vibrations, and I got with them, and the vibrations was incredible for me. So like I look at that as very, very ill, like a young cat coming from Lawrence, wet behind the ears, and getting a little paper in his pocket, $50 here, 75. That pay a lot. That mean a lot. That's train fare. That's like, me being able to do what I got to do, like, and get my hustle on. That was very helpful. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that didn't matter.
So explain to the viewers, listeners, like Lawtown. You got yourself, of course, Static, of course, Terminology. I look at you guys as like the cornerstone of that scene, like coming from there. Obviously, y'all made y'all bones in Boston. Y'all came to Boston. Y'all all came to Boston and did y'all thing. They went on to New York, whatever. But you three are like that nucleus for me. Granted, rest in peace to Scientific.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was the first time I heard Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
But what's the dynamic? What's the dynamic? Like y'all relationship, like you, Static, Term, and like how you guys have kind of like been the cornerstone of not only Lawrence but putting on for Massachusetts in general. Like, you three are like some of the most notable names in independent hip hop coming from Mass. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's y'all relationship?
The relationship is those are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what transpires, brothers fight, brothers like love, brothers like it is what it is. But like regardless, like that's my family. You know what I'm saying? And how the relationship with me with Static was the first one in terms of like working with out of everybody. For those who don't know, Static's first placement was on my debut album, Along Came the Chosen. That was the first time Static even put a beat out. He did a track, and that I tell everybody to this day, like a lot of people like that joint. I think that beat is so trash. You know what I'm saying? I thought that beat was trash. I don't even know how I rapped on it. I rapped on it because it was my homie. Yeah. Like that beat was trash. And so like he did a record on my first joint. Our relationship started because I wanted to perform at an event Static was throwing. Static must have been like 15, 16 years old. He shouldn't even been in the club. Like he was hosting an event. He's from Germany in New Hampshire, and he's throwing the show, and he's mad young. He shouldn't even be like in the spot. Yeah, I mean, never mind like running. And like, he's booking the show, and he wanted to get Elder Head Toucher, formerly now Larry Chiba, like the homie who super spitter from Mass. For people who don't know who Chiba is, phenomenal lyricist, man, like from Worcester. And he wanted him. So my management at the time was like, we'll get you Elder Head Toucher. But in order for you to get Elder Head Toucher, you got to put my man REKS on. And that's how I got on the event. I got busy on the event. Static loved it. Like, we started vibing from there. Like, he started coming around more, started doing some DJ gigs with me. I seen, like, this kid is young, but he's incredible. You know what I'm saying, at what he does. And so from there, it was just, like, that relationship just fostered, like, over the years, throughout the years. And with Term and Easy had actually paid me for a feature early on. That was like the first joint, like the street record that they were putting out. And Term always tried to get at me like, yo, man, I want that bread back. I want that bread back. You ain't getting no bread for me, fam.
Bread well invested.
We done made so much money together, but like, it was funny, like, you know what I mean? Because very early on, that was a super hungry little cat. We used to see this kid coming around like, yo, this dude is gonna be something because he gets so hungry. You know what I mean? Like, he ready to get in every cipher, and that's what he did, and he made his mark. Both of them dudes are so inspirational in terms of their work ethic and what they put into the game, what they've mastered in their craft. And I look to them as standouts for our city and for our state in general as architects and very influential individuals in this underground hip hop scene, but hip hop in general,
Yeah, man, you in good company, man. You're always in good company, bro.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, AV, we gotta bring balance to the show, bro. We need to beat the balance out everything we get from REKS right now. REKS, I don't see any more smoke, man, so I'm not sure if the sage done burnt out. But
the sage got to come back. We're
gonna see what's good. We're gonna see what's good. It's teamwork. You understand? Teamwork.
That makes the dream. Yeah, makes the dream.
You already know.
Absolutely.
AV, man, who we got next, bro?
Next up, we got Peter
Perfect. Got me. I'm sorry, my fault, bro. This Remy got my left eye like Forrest Whitaker, like a motherfucker. 1 second.
Oh wow.
All right, we good.
Chill, bro.
All right, we good.
Oh man.
We got Peter Perfect up next with I Can't Stay Away.
All right, we're gonna take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
No, I can't stay away. The Beat Club.
Beat Club now. It's that time, you guys. Let us know. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm gonna go around the room and see what's good with the bros, man. Motivate. What's the word? I don't know if you're mute.
Couldn't hear you.
He's muted. He look like he's talking shit though. But Marion, you muted? I'll go to AV in the meantime.
I'm good.
Oh, wait,
I'm back. No, all I said was keep it, man. I don't really have much to say about it either.
Oh, I just seen a D-Lo Brown. Like, that's all I seen. That's what I seen. Keep it?
Keep it.
All right. We're going to go to REKS, man. REKS, what's the word, bro?
Sample was cold, yo. Like, I love that right there. That's definitely a keep it for me.
Bang. All right. AV, man. Feeling any different?
Nah, that's a keep it. Too fire, bro.
Yeah. Perfect's in his bag, bro. Here we go. Keep it. See what the Sage do, man. All right, let's go. Let's get another one. Bro.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Beats by Phenom. And they didn't leave a name, so.
All right, so it's a nameless beat, but it's from Salem, Massachusetts. So we're going to take a listen to it right now on a Beat Club podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The groove right now.
All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm going to start this off with AV, man. What's the word, bro?
It's unanimous, bro.
You think so?
It's unanimous.
We all smile.
That was the hardest beat we heard today.
Yeah, that beat was cold. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like we heard doper beats. We heard a couple of beats that were better, but this was the hardest.
Yeah, that was hitting.
Yeah.
All right. So we throwing this out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fire. That's simple as that. That was it. AV, more fire, please.
Let's see where we at. Next up, we got RC Productions with Smack.
All right, cool. We're gonna take a listen right now to Beat Club Podcast. Everybody watch that. We're gonna take a listen right now. Beat Club Podcast. Keep it, cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. All right, Beat Club, let's talk about it. Let us know, would you keep it, would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm going to go around the room and see what's good with the bros. I'm going to start off with REKS, man. What's the word?
I'm going to keep that. I rock with that joint right there. There were certain parts, though, I didn't know if that was on my end, where it sounded almost like it skipped for a second. That might have been on my end. But I like the transitions with the beat. I mean, with the drums, and I like the switch ups. I like the build up when they were breaking down. There's so much pieces and elements to that beat that I like, and I like the high energy of it. So yeah, that's definitely a keeper for me.
All right, motivate, man. What's the word?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the safety on this one. I'll throw out my safe, keep it. Like I think, like I like the overall energy of it, but there was just like a few parts that I would clean up. You know what I mean? But overall, it was peace, man. So I'll throw out my safe keeper.
All right, Avi, man, what's the word?
I'm gonna keep it. I actually liked it. My only issue is like the mixing. I feel like when it first started and the bass came in, it kind of drowned out everything else and made it sound like kind of dead. But even though the beat had energy, which is weird as fuck, but I'm not gonna hold you for that. I'm gonna still keep it though, bro.
I'm gonna say this. It wasn't necessarily my favorite beat from RC, but I will say it's always great to hit a versatility that you come with, bro. I think my least favorite part about the beat is when things kind of dropped out and you did like some distortion on something for a brief moment. It was cool. I don't think it was needed, if not for like that long. But I enjoyed everything else about it, just the energy and such. I'm gonna safe keep it as well. I'm gonna safe keep it. So there's 2 safe keep it's and 2 keep it's, which means it automatically gets kept anyways, man. Continue to be in your bag, bro, because it's working.
Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it.
Gee. Yo, Rex, let me ask you a question. Like, are you more geared to going towards beats that have all these layers and complexity and like progressions, or is a loop enough for you? Being that you used to like spitting ciphers, like what is
of late?
Right?
Late, I've been wanting more stripped down stuff. Something more stripped down, like the record I did, Legacy Driven, with just the sax and the feel of that vibration. That's really like what I'm gravitating towards, a lot of that. But like, not saying that's got to be the mainstay of things that I'm listening for. You know, dope is dope. That's how I always looked at it. I never was like I needed a specific sound. You know, I've been known throughout my career as a boom bap artist, and that's why people gonna hear me on a lot more trap, just because, like, I mean, it is what it is. I don't feel as an artist we need to be pigeonholed into anything. Like, you need to you dig in your bag and you do what you do. I did a lot of boom bap records because that's what I was feeling. I'm not necessarily saying that's what I needed to do. Or I had to do. That's just what I was feeling at the time. And like a lot of things I'm feeling right now, more stripped down and laid back. So like I'm just feeling those vibrations. Just give me good vibrations and moves, and I'm good.
The word vibration has been thrown around on this show a lot, and knowing you personally. And watching your artistry from afar as well, like I see the growth, like personal growth, like, you know, as a man, and it reflects in your music. Talk about the different series of projects and where you were at mentally. And I also want you to touch on veganism as well, because that's important to me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's been a dope part of your journey as well. Seeing, like, I see the change in you. Like, I'm sure it's more than that, but that's a part of it. But talk about like where you were at, like your first couple projects to like the mid part to where you're at now, like what you were going through personally, like mentally, because it reflects in your music. But I want to just hear you touch on that.
I appreciate that's a good question. I appreciate that. I think early on, what it was for me was I was always throughout my career focused on having a message at somewhere sprinkled in and layered in my music. You'll get it in Along Came the Chosen till now, more so now. Early on, I was more like I was chip on my shoulder, like, you know, wet behind the ears. Like, I just wanted to be heard. And I felt, coming from Lawrence, it was necessary for me to be that aggressive and come out and approach everything that I did, not just my rapping, my stage performance, how I interacted with individuals, some of it sometimes to a fault, like where I was like, you know, super aggressive, even in conversation and the nature of who I was coming up. And a lot of that was I don't want to say it was innocent, but it was more so, you know, all predicated on my desire and need to be heard. And that's how it played out for me, I think, for like, you know, the first half of my career. Later on, I feel with being plant-based and vegan, however you want to address it, I feel with that comes other changes in your life naturally. And it was a slow progression towards yoga and meditation and the other aspects that kind of like help us go inward and focus on like our inner growth to be able to, grow as a man. I mean, having my sons in my mind, it changed me, and to a degree, it did change me. And a lot of people say having kids is what changes them. I still was kind of super savage, acting, even when I had my children. You know what I mean? So I can't really say like that was the thing that ultimately changed me. It definitely got me more focused. It definitely got me a deeper desire and more of a reason to protect my legacy and create for my legacy. But I feel what really changed for me was when I got high blood pressure, and that was about, I want to say, about 10 years ago, and that's what slowly got me on the path toward veganism and my healthier way of living. When that happened, I was like, yo, I wanted to spell that black myth. Still being a heavy drinker, I had to quit smoking. I had to change my diet. I didn't do it immediately. I stopped the milk, then I stopped the pork, then the beef, and it was a step-by-step progress and progress for me. But I knew ultimately what I wanted to do. I was following a lot of what Dr. Sabi was talking on a lot earlier than a lot of the popular focus on Dr. Sabi. But I only aspired towards his diet for about a year out of my time as a plant-based eater. And that's another thing I have to work on, because I do substitutions that shouldn't be in my diet even now. For those people out there who say they're plant-based eaters, who say they are vegans, you got to be very mindful of what you even put in your body, even if you're a vegan, because you could be a vegan and be even worse than if you were eating meat and other aspects that you were eating before. So you got to be very, very careful about what you put on your palate and on your plate. So yeah, the veganism altered a lot of things, and from that shaped and created a lot of the way I approached certain records. Now that up until now, I think it's very climactic, and anything from this point on, they're gonna be knowing me for those health and wellness mind frames and the mantras and the daily meditation and the yoga and those things that are paramount to my progression from this point on.
So let me ask this, because I also hear in your album you say a lot of, one of my favorite words is unlearn. I love unlearn. And unlearn and learn. And I remember seeing pictures of you. You used to be holding up books the same way people would hold up the money phone. You'd have books, you know what I mean? So I want to know, I'm big on diet. I'm big on audio diet. I'm big on what you consume is what you become, even when it comes to what you read. I'm interested to know, what are 2 books that have contributed to your growth as a man that you would want to share with us and probably put on other people that watch the show?
2 books. I'm gonna go 2 different topics. Mm-hmm. Everything I read for the most part is nonfiction, growth for the mind frame. I do delve into some novels, but the first book I would mention is African Origins by Dr. Muata Ashby. My personal reflections and my spiritual growth comes in Shetat Neda, which is Egyptian mythology, mysticism, and ritual. So that's where my focus is, and I would say for individuals to research Dr. Muata Ashby, his whole plethora of books, but specifically African Origins. That one delves into the origins of yoga, mysticism, and a lot of the belief systems that are traditional in Eastern religions. The second book I would mention is The Intelligent Investor, by Graham. That's I don't know why I'm doing it's been a while, so I'm having a little brain fart, but the first name is missing. But it's the dude who mentored Warren Buffett and taught him the focus of value investing. I'm very focused on stocks and bonds and understanding the nature of the market. And I feel our people need to understand there's so much value in learning the stock market. So I would definitely say the intelligent investor is paramount to us as a people. Not, I say that one specifically because we as our people in our community, melanated individuals, are always onto quick money and focus on ways of earning the dollar fast. You know, like nobody, like we all know individuals for the most part who, like, if you're telling me to focus on 10 to 20 years from now, then they don't want to even hear what you're talking about. You know, so like that's the money I'm talking about, and that's the money you need to start talking about in our communities. 10 to 20 years to 30 years from now, the money that's going to be like generational wealth and legacy and progeny driven. So those two books are valuable to me.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much.
What are you reading right now, bro? Because you always got.
So I read a lot of books at a time. So I'm like, my spiritual books, like I'm reading the Bible, I'm reading the Quran, I'm still reading African origins, the Pertim Heru, which is the Egyptian, like familiarly known as the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I'm reading the Bhagavad Gita, which is the book on Hindu spirituality. I'm also reading The Art of War. I'm reading a lot of books, bro.
Reading the library, bro.
I read a lot of these in the daytime. I kid you not. I could go in the living room and show you how the couch it's got a stack, and I just pick from the stack and I just sit there and I read, until I'm ready to move on to the next joint, and I just continuously read. The Tao is very important and paramount. Even though my belief system is Egyptian spirituality, it's very important that I read these other books, because there's so much of a wealth of knowledge to gain in the Quran, to gain in the Bible, to gain in so many aspects of these books. Even if I don't agree with everything in the book, it doesn't change the fact that, like, I could take, like my mom used to say, take out the meat and throw away the bone. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Gems, bro. I love it. REKS, man, I know we're gonna end up wrapping up the show soon. I know we still got the beat of the week that Marin nominated. That's uncontested at that. That's uncontested.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Beat of the week nomination there.
I think we should wrap up the folder.
Should wrap up the folder?
Yeah, we could breeze through them. Yeah, we can breeze through.
Let's see what's good.
Yeah, let's go.
I believe in you, Avy. Who we got?
All right. Next up, we got this is Scotty Flippin' with Chasing Clout.
All right. Let's take a listen to it right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go. What's good right now. You guys let us know. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? But I'm just gonna ask the bros right now. Is anybody in this room cutting this beat?
Nope.
Everybody keeping it? Everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I agree with RC.
What'd he say?
I hear Jade on it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Who we got next, family?
All right, this person got 2 here. I'm gonna go with. This is called "Don't Call Me" by Trouble Trap Music.
All right, from Jersey. We're gonna take a listen to right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, B Club, we're going to talk about this one. You guys let us know, would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm just going to open this question up to the room. Is anybody in the room cutting this beat? We rocking with this one too?
No, I'm not cutting it, but the sound selection
Thank you, baby.
just needs to be a little bit better. The bass sound was perfect. Drum pattern, like you produce as well. It's just the sound selection. That's it. But
That's it.
I thought my safekeeper for this one.
All right, so it's getting kept. We're going to throw it out there. Keep it. Agree on sound selection. We flying through right now. Crucify it. It's Sunday.
Chill out, Magic.
Savvy, man. Let's get like... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we almost there.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah. Next up, we got Trippy Pizza with Future Trap.
All right, let's take a listen to it right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Okay.
The Beat Club.
Now's that time. You guys let us know. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm going to open this up to the room and ask the bros right now. Is there anybody here that's going to cut this beat?
I'm not.
That wasn't
executed on exactly what it was.
I was
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it as well. Too.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't working for me.
Why so? Let's just talk. Let's just touch on it. Why wasn't it working for you, Rex?
The simplicity of it, and honestly, like, you know, nothing about like the musicality of it like just drew me in. Like it didn't really do much to me. It just had a like simple little bop, which lends itself to generic for me. Like, it just didn't do anything for me. Like the beat prior to it, like kind of had like a different, like they both had different elements that were a lot different than what we've been hearing tonight. And that one was a standout to me, even though it was like, you know, they had a different bop. It definitely had climactic energy to it. And this one just really did none of that for me.
All right. Motivate, man. Do you echo those things, or you have something else you wish to add?
I pretty much echo that sentiment, man. I mean, we know Trippy, we know how he gets down, and yeah, it was cool. It's well produced, it was well programmed and put together, but it just didn't. It had no soul, no feeling, no. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
My question was, that the same producer, or am I bugging? Who was the producer prior to this beat?
That was somebody else.
That was from
It
someone
wasn't.
from Jersey.
I
Yeah.
just, okay.
Yeah.
Somebody else. I can't remember the name right now.
Their name was.
Oh, I think it was Trav.
Music.
It was Trav.
Yep.
It was Trav.
Yeah, Trouble
Okay,
Trap.
yeah, all right.
Avi, you keeping this
I
though,
would
right?
definitely like to hear something more from that producer, though, to be honest, because it is true. It was done well. It's just like, to me, there was like, it lacked in that it was like so, it was so simple. And when I think like stripped down, I like, you know what I'm saying, I want a mood, like a good vibration and mood, and that really didn't give me anything.
Gotcha. Well, we all know over
I
here Trippie
kept
got
it.
bag.
I kept it because he executed on that sound. Like the title of the beat was exactly what all those, like most of those joints sound like. So he executed on that.
All right, so that's one keep it, two cut it's. I'm on the fence with this one. I've heard a lot of Trippie Pizza beats. This one wasn't necessarily my favorite. I did like the bop, but I'm biased to that. And Trippie always has that bop and that hunted vibe, which I'm normally biased with, but I've heard better joints from Trippie. So I'm gonna cut it based off of that. But yeah, so that's three cut it's, one keep, AV Island, you know what it is.
Cut it.
Trippie got a bag though. He got a bag. Who we got next, bro? Oh, this shit came from far.
Yeah, it's from London, UK. Let me see. True Function. There's no beat title though.
This is a new person though?
This gotta be.
All right, London, what's popping? I'm interested. All right, cool. We're gonna take a listen to it right now on the B Club Podcast. Keep it or cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
All right, B Club, let's talk about this one. You guys let us know, would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm just going to open this up to the room and ask, is anybody in this room cutting this beat?
Yeah, I'm cutting it. I'm cutting it.
Y'all cutting it,
I
right?
I will say this though, man. I like
The sound.
the intention. The intention.
Yes.
The intention was there to make some real funky shit, but the sounds weren't there. You know what I'm saying? Like the sounds were not it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I guess. So yeah, that beat was funny to me, man. Oh, yeah, I don't got nothing to say. I'm not keeping that.
All right. Navy, man, are we keeping this as well?
Nah, I'm not keeping it, but I hear what they were trying to do, but things were just off. They were just too off, but and it took too long to get to the interesting part. Like right now, what's playing is pretty cool.
But it took too long. It's like 2 minutes in.
Yeah, it's too long. It's too long.
And that break really threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was off beat.
When that joint broke, I was like, oh man, what's happening, man?
Yo, what's playing right now sound crazy though.
Man.
Yo, all right, bring it
Tell
down.
them to cut the beginning and just play that part.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying. We 2 minutes,
Start the beat
30
right there,
minutes
bro.
in.
Start the beat right there.
Yeah. That's,
Oh, he
that's
wild.
the feedback.
Loop that bitch right there.
Yeah. We just I'm gonna throw it out there, man.
This dude said 70s porn. Yo, you wildin'.
That's crazy. That's a whole different flat rate. That's a different flat rate, bro. We got one more in the folder, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's get this. Let's just see what's good.
That's very
Next up,
specific. That's a very specific statement, yo.
Magic, you wildin'. Next up, we got Zandy Music, and it's called staring through my rear view. It's a remix.
All right. We're going to take a listen right now to Be Club Podcast. Keep it a cut it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Podcast is fire.
The Beat Club. The Beat Club. The Beat Club.
Let's talk about it. Would you keep it? Would you cut it? Do you hear someone special on it? I'm just gonna open this up to the room and ask: is anybody here cutting this beat?
Keep it.
We keep.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it, man. But I like, once again, I think the intention was great.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the same thing. It was just the sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like in the drums too. Like even if he was gonna stick with these drum sounds, they just needed to not be as quantized, you know what I'm saying? Like they needed to have more swing, but the music though, like the melody that's being played is very dope. I think this is a dope foundation to build on, but just tweak the sounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Like this could really be a dope beat, but I'm gonna have to cut it right now where it's at.
Anybody else cutting it? Or is it just Marin?
No, I was thinking that.
I'm cutting it.
You cutting it? Avi, why's that?
Yeah. I agree with Marin. Like, if this had better sounds and maybe a little more progression, this probably could have been like a joint I heard on like Joe Budden's Mood Music or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not there yet, so I'm cutting it.
All right, so we got two cut it. Rex, you keeping it though?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it, man. I thought it was cool.
That move was right for me.
It was,
and I like the sounds. I felt the sounds like it was different for me. Definitely rock with that.
Yeah, I feel like there's always emotion in keys, and I feel like you captured it within the keys, the way you were playing and such. And I'm glad that the keys were introduced, because that would have got like annoying after a while. So I'm glad that you added something else to the top line, man. That worked that out. But yeah, it's an emotional record. So we got two keep it's, two cut it's. We're kind of divided here, but people online are saying what? They would keep it. Seem like they're kind of divided too. So fellas, are we letting this one slide, or are we just cutting it? We're gonna let it slide.
We're gonna let it slide. Let it slide. Rex likes it. He's our guest. Let it slide.
We're gonna let it,
right. Oh, that's nice. I appreciate that. That's really nice.
Hey man. That's the short fuse for the classic. I cut it a little bit. He said he cut it a little bit.
So what we're gonna do, we'll just before we wrap up the show, we want to acknowledge our Beat of the Week nomination that was made by Motivate Marin of this joint that was produced by Kelsey and Sean Hibble, I believe. So we're just gonna play this in the background. Thank you so much for submitting this. Beat's fire. So now that we got this playing in the background, man, we are gonna vibe to this for a second. But yeah. Rex, man, now is your time to just acknowledge anything that you want to acknowledge, put anything out there that you want to say, let people know about the album, social network and everything included. Now's your time, bro. Let's go.
So I just would love for people to go to my IG, Rex Hip Hop, at Rex Hip Hop, REKS Hip Hop, and go to the bio. You're able to get the link, the smart URL, everything related to the Things album. Things is the hunger inside never gets satisfied. THINGS. The album is, I think, incredible. It's a great introduction into Rex. If it's your first time, and if you have listened to me over the years, you'll be able to see the progression in my career and the growth as a man. So go out, get things. Go to my IG, follow me on YouTube. All of that is linked in my IG bio. You'll be able to link on my YouTube, my Facebook, and everything REKS. So appreciate y'all for taking the time with me, man. It's been a beautiful time. I enjoy being a part of this, and I love what you guys are bringing to the table. You see that I'm wearing my brother's gear, the Dad Gang. Shout out to all the dads out there that are doing well for their families.
Wow. Also, Motivate Mara, man. We need some remarks from you as well, man. Anything you want to say to the people, bro?
Hey, man, like I always say, man, love is the answer and the cure. Check on your loved ones. Let them know that you love them. And, yo, shouts to REKS, man. Make sure y'all support things. And, yeah, man, shout out to all my people in the A, too, man. I've been down here a few days, man. Shout out to all the producers, all the people from the community, from Atlanta and shit. I spoke to a few people while I've been out here. So, yeah, man, it's love.
Hey. All right, AV, man. Anything you want to say to the people, bro?
Yeah, man. Shout out to REKS. REKS, you dope individual. Put the rapping aside, bro. Every time I run into you at well, back in the day at the Motivate or wherever, man, you always been a dope person. Real good spirit towards me, so I appreciate that. But to the people, I just want to say, yo, for all the dads out there, dads and moms, stay on your game, because even when you think your kids are not watching, they're watching you. That's very important. My son, he be sneaking, listening. I be catching him. So stay on your game, man.
Bomb, man. And I'm glad I let all these guys go, before me, man, because I don't really got much to say, man, except we're going to clap it up one time, man, for REKS, just for coming on the podcast with us, man.
Thank you.
Just want to say, man, appreciate you. I bumped into you, a couple of times, man. You're always a great brother. I love the perspective and the intellect. And on top of that, I'm glad that I got that on this album. And then, like he said to the people, that are watching right now, I've never, ever really listened to a full body of work from REKS, but this was the first album which I did. And I loved it. I saved a couple tracks as well, too, man. So the playback value is there. The content is there. The beats are there. And the hard work is there. So I just want to say thank you for putting out some quality music from Mass at that. Just putting it out there, man, because you make us look good, bro. So thank you for that, man, and thank you for taking the time on the show. Thank you to my bro Motivate, man. Have lots of fun down there. I'm glad you broke your your drinking now. Got a little drink, so we got the tequila coming up pretty soon, man. And shout out to AV. I know the project is coming soon when it comes to Funk Latte, so be sure to look out for that. And thank you to
shout
everybody.
Out to you, bro.
Yeah,
on the artwork.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. They'll see it soon. And I also want to just say thank you to everybody that's been supporting me on Spotify and such as D-Loops on Spotify. Feel free to take a song, take whatever song, put on your playlist and let it run up, man. I do appreciate everybody that's been bumping my joint so far. So, yeah, I guess that's it. And go cop things, yo. What's up, bro?
Hold up. Go ahead, REKS.
I just wanted to say last thing, just for those who trying to link up and put some work in, my email, like, seriously, anybody with serious work want to put some time in, REKing, KING, supreme@gmail.com. That's reckingsupreme@gmail.com. I'm always down to listen and vibe with good sounds, producers, MCs, graph artists, whatever you do. If you're creators, I love to build with you, especially if you melanated.
Bomb. I love it. Oh man, yeah, I can't end on anything else but that, man. So thank you guys. Oh, I can say something.
What up?
We're nominated for a Boston Music Award for Music Podcast of the Year. We need for everybody out there to put in them votes.
I'm holding my phone. I can't do my clap right. I salute y'all so much, man. Y'all are incredible and so impactful. And yo, salute to y'all for that. That's beautiful.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
Guys can go to bostonmusicawards.com/vote. And vote for us for Music Podcast of the Year. We don't know when the deadline is. That means you can just go ahead now and make that happen. But thank you guys for just being a part of the community. And thank you for everybody that supported us today. And because I can say it on the radio, I'm going to say it right now. We out. And this broadcast.